Hello my friends, welcome to the extensive lore rebalancing project. This will be the next Battletech campaign because it won the vote, both the supporter vote and the public vote in a landslide, so there was little choice but to do this, and I'm really looking forward to it actually. So let's get started. Now, I'm just going to run the standard difficulty settings, and the reason why is I've never played this mod before. And every time I've played a new mod pack, I've always played it with the default settings, just so that I don't give the wrong impression of the mod. So when I first played Rogue Tech, I played it on the default settings, and then later on in a second campaign I went back to it and played it with all the difficulty settings maxed out, in a feat I don't think has been repeated to this day. At least not a complete campaign with a real objective. I believe a few people have tried Rogue Tech at various points in its development at hardest possible settings, but not really gotten anywhere. So yeah, standard settings for the first XLRP campaign, just to see what it's like by default. There is an installation guide which I have created, so if you like this mod, you can watch that guide and get it installed, because the installation is pretty tricky, I'm not gonna lie, and the instructions are not great, but I managed to get a definitive set of instructions from the author, so we could improve the installation procedure basically to get it to a point where you guys can just watch one video and get all the steps to install this. So this is going out as the actual 11th Patreon support video. The other 10 have been split between Wargroove and some additional Fury Point stuff, which is still going out at the moment as of the time of this video going out. Not to spoil anything, but I'm very much looking forward to playing this much more than Wargroove, so this will definitely be the next active campaign. Wargroove will go out for a bit, but then it will taper off for a bit, unless people specifically want it. Okay, so it's just the usual starting character thing here. I always try and pick one that I never picked last time or before. So let's go with Torian, because I've never done that. It doesn't really make any perceivable difference, apart from to your stats. And what I am going to do here is we're going to make the main character XTRMNTR2K. I'm reading this off a text pad. This is the actual author of the mod, and he or she, because I don't know, has the worst nickname I've read in a while, apart from maybe that Majestic one is also pretty bad. Still love you, man. Okay, so I guess the rest can just be random. Bobby? Okay. Marta! I like that. Marta! Probably a bad reference to make to a lot of gaming nerds, but you know, whatever. That's not even like a surname. These are like first names. What? Oh god, I can't even pronounce that. Salazar. Marta Salazar. Okay. That'll work. And we'll pick a face. There we go. Someone who looks sort of like they've got keyboard face, because I'm sure making a mod takes it out of you. Maybe some QWERTyitis was obtained at some point. Okay, so we're in. I'm not sure if this will be a full campaign. I think I'll just play it until I've had some fun. Fury Point just really goes to show how long it takes to complete a campaign. That was nearly 200 episodes, so we probably won't do that. So I guess let's just generate a contract and get stuck straight into the action. Just as soon as it loads, which shouldn't take too long. Now, I've never actually played it before. I have had a little fiddle around in the mech bay. But you just get the... unless you change the settings, you just get the standard mechs. So these are the standard career mechs, which you're all familiar with. They've got some nice mech art icons that have been put in and so on. And we have the mech engineer bay. So this is, you know, the mech engineer bay has all the standard bits and pieces in it. But you can't, normally I would drop heat sinks or weapons to up the armor, but it's actually using the tabletop armoring rules. So every adjustment of armor weight costs 2 days to change, which is forever. So this mod, one of the goals is to keep you to the lore without sort of too many restrictions. So you can change the armor loadouts to non-lore, non-stock armor loadouts, but it takes some considerable time to do so. But repairing a mech back to the standard armor, or whatever armor you've adjusted it to, is pretty quick. It's basically the same as the base game. So that's just an interesting difference. Okay, so I said that I was Taurian, and the game has started me off with a bajillion missions for the Taurian, so that's pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Polar Capture Base. Can't get much easier than that. So we don't start with any gear. So I presume that I need to build up both gear and money. So we'll just go 50-50 on most missions. Seems reasonable to me. 50-50 just because I don't know what expenses I'm going to be dealing with, so... Okay. Let's get these boys in the seats, shall we? Let's get bums in seats. Alright, so the pilots you start with are all hot garbage, but that's pretty standard for the base game. Let's just get stuck straight in. Normally I reckon you'd probably want to start with a load of half skull missions, but the planet that you actually start on tends to be one skull. And that means that there tends to be a load of missions that are just too difficult for you when you begin. So don't be afraid to switch planets from the offset if you need to. I think one skull should be fine. I hope so anyway. But we'll go over the shop and the mech lab a bit more once we complete our first mission. I'm just itching to play this mod. Itching. Okay, begin mission.
Command interface initiated.
And who knows, maybe we'll end up doing a hard mode version of this campaign.
Ooh, chilly.
Okay, so we've got turrets to kill. I can only presume that there will be enemies in between us and the turrets.
Receiving you.
Okay, so ice increases stability damage now, but improves heat sinking. So I presume that we've got the ability to sprint and shoot, much like
Orders.
much like the tabletop.
Going full throttle.
Yep, we do. Okay, that's cool. So one cool feature is these weapons, you see here they say normal. If you click in the damage column, you can change how they fire. I believe SRMs, you can get different ammunition types. So this mech is loaded only with standard SRMs, so we can't change it. We can disengage the PPC safety. I'm not quite sure what that does. Certainly something to look at. I'm going to be learning here with you guys because this is a, you know, this is a whole new mod.
On the move, full speed.
I always get nervous playing with stock mechs because their armor is weak and their loadouts are usually just mental.
Got it. Standing by.
Okay.
I've got a sensor trace.
I'm seeing what I think is turrets. That is a pagoda. That is also a pagoda. So I'm just seeing the turrets right now.
Yes, Commander.
There may not be any enemies, which surprises me, but I suppose if we can get a nice clean first mission, that would be very nice.
On my way. Double time. Orders.
Okay.
Affirmative.
This feels like a game of XCOM right now, moving from cover to cover. One trick is I like to attack turrets in the heavy phase, because there are some turrets that go in the medium phase and there are some turrets that go in the assault phase. And so if you want to move your entire team in one swift movement and not be interrupted by the turrets, the heavy phase is actually the perfect phase.
Commander? Heading out.
Okay. I don't know why, but I see this turret, and I don't see it in the initiative system. Right? There should be a... Unless it's taken out as part of the mod, there should be an initiative token for this turret, and I don't see it. So that's interesting. Burst MGs, AC2s, normal. Okay. Alright, we did 37 damage with one medium laser. That's quite cool.
Yes, Commander.
I'm just moving here because
Moving to position.
I just want to kill this turret. I don't want to ruin my accuracy too much.
Engaging.
Nice. Sensors impaired ×2. Sweet.
What's up, boss?
So obviously I could sprint to generate evasion tokens here, but I just want to actually kill this thing. I'm pretty sure I do not need to fire all of this. Let's go with 2. So I guess medium lasers have got a, or at least these ones have got some modifiers here. -2 heat, -1 accuracy. And I guess some variants on them. Nice!
That turret is gone. Commander?
Okay, Vindicator, let's go here. I'm playing really cautiously right now because
Waiting for the right
I don't know what to expect. It's a one skull mission, so there could be a lance of reinforcements, and if there is a lance of reinforcements, then that might be tricky to deal with.
Moving to position.
But if we can just keep on picking off these turrets,
Targeting for an alpha strike.
then that's good. Nice.
Good to go.
This will allow me to get sight on the second one. Question is, do I want to risk... Yeah, whatever.
On my
Let's
way.
do it. I'll launch my PPCs at the other one. Sadly, I do not yet possess multi-shot.
Target acquired.
Good hit. Okay.
Turret destroyed.
The rear turret is just a light laser turret, so that's nothing exciting.
Orders.
85-95, perfect.
Good to go. Target burned.
Nice. That sensor destabilization will
Commander.
make it unlikely that the turret
Affirmative.
returns fire accurately. If it survives.
Affirmative.
Nice, good kill. 82.5%, so they've enhanced the accuracy.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Okay. I knew there would be more enemies than this. Ah, I can see the turret now on the combat phase descriptor panel, the reserve panel. I can actually see it now.
What's up, boss? Ready
Who
for
else
orders.
has got a clean shot on this guy? Purple. I think a purple line indicates that the shot is broken. Which is fine.
Aye, aye.
Let's get rid of this turret, shall we? Good hits.
One less turret.
Cool, that was simple enough. Alright,
Yes, Commander.
looks like the enemy is over there.
Lifting off. Orders.
Let's go, jump jets. Is every mech here jump capable? The Spider is like ridiculously jump capable
Yes,
by
Commander.
default. More jump capable than you would ever want a mech to actually be.
Aye, aye.
And so it's just down to the Jenner. I don't think the Jenner has jump
Yes,
by
Commander.
default, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay. I've been dragged into Fury Point for so long that I have forgotten what it is like to play with light mechs. Okay, so we have 3 enemies, all appear to be lights.
Holding for tactical advantage. Waiting for the right move.
Okay.
Receiving it. Firing jump jet.
Alright, we got the 4th man. Probably also a light.
Good to go. Got it.
Alright, sweet. I'm gonna try and lure them over the ridge just one by one. What the hell? He's running away. Which
Commander.
is a move that doesn't particularly make any sense, but okay.
Yes, Commander.
35% chance to hit on the indirect shot. Guess what I really want to do is get some height.
Moving out. Roll for that.
Okay. Oh, the commando is somewhere I can see him. We have permanent evasion in this mod, so...
Orders.
30%, that is not a great chance to hit.
On the move.
Well, it ain't gonna get much better. Can I... Precision strike takes me up to 50. And that's not bad. I guess it doesn't really matter where I hit him. This early on in the game.
Firing on
Let's try and kill him. Oh!
That's going to hurt.
Nice! It says there, standard engine crit, standard engine destroyed. That cannot be true. I took out heat sinks. I probably did damage to the engine, but I don't think... if the engine gets destroyed, the mech is done. It is donezo. So...
Ready for orders.
It would be a likely story that that was what happened.
Yes, Commander.
Of course, I have high morale because I was fighting those turrets before and I didn't use any abilities. Let's see if we can just put an end to this commando here. 30. What about from this position? 37.
Standing by.
Not great.
Commander.
We can go for 4 evasion tokens and just... go for a... You know, if we hit once, that would be good.
All weapons are go.
Nice. Nice. Oh, we hit the engine again.
Solid connection on that.
Oh, the engine's toast. Nice. Engine took 2 criticals and that was it. It was game over.
Commander.
That's very pleasing.
Firing jump jet.
And then there were 3. Mechs are definitely a lot more fragile in this game.
Orders?
No, I don't really need sight of any of the enemies here.
Confirmed.
I can be a complete menace with the spider and go behind the AI and make them turn around.
Orders. Jump jet engaged.
Okay, so that one's moved. Then there were 2. Okay, he's moving as well. It's like the AI doesn't really know where to go. Well, this is actually a solid ridgeline here, so this one is the only one that's actually got a path.
Ready for orders. Yes, Commander.
I feel like I'm not actually set up to get a good... Oh no, I am. I was going to say I'm not set up to get a good position to shoot these clowns, but I actually do have a nice position here.
Firing jump jet.
Alright, I have a clean side shot on a urban mech? Really? Ha! Alright, let's push his sorry ass down the turn order, shall we?
Roger that.
Good hit!
Commander. Lifting off.
Having a side shot is very nice.
Firing.
Oh, goodbye, leg.
Solid connection, that one. Waiting for orders.
Sadly, this Jenner is like running super hot.
Up high.
I'll just have to stick to missiles only.
Firing.
Nope.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
Commander? Roger that.
Well, the evil spider continues its reign of terror. That is also a miss.
Failed to connect.
You see there it says wounds 1, so it actually shows you how many wounds they've taken, but not how much health they've got in total. That's quite... I think that's quite good. Saves me counting wounds.
Orders. Commander.
So if I were to stand still here, I could get an amazingly precise shot. But then they could also do the same to me.
Jump jet. Engage.
What do we got here? We have a commando, who I actually have a rear solution on, but not really a great shot. Oh! Oh, right.
Tango down.
That AC-10 ammo explosion just ripped his mech apart completely. Melee attack? From that range? Jesus. Ooh, and it hit as well. That missed.
Waiting for orders.
Well, that was quite the run up and punch, wasn't it?
Orders.
Let's see. I don't really have any good shots on either of these guys. Look at that run up evasion tokens.
Yeah, Commander.
Even a rear strike would not be that useful. Okay, well,
On the move.
2 can play at this game.
Negative damage. Waiting for orders.
Let's reserve so I can actually use the
Yes,
other,
Commander.
use the Vindicator. Okay, so this Jenner's only got 2 evasion tokens. If I stand still, I got a good chance to hit, but if I stand still, then he also has a good chance to hit. This is not actually a bad. This PPC's got a solid range here. So what happens if I disengage the safety? Doesn't make any difference to my chance to hit. I'll have to read up on what that does.
Firing.
That is a
jet.
tabletop thing that I am not aware of. Okay, go.
Copy that.
Oh, nice hit.
Reporting critical hit.
What's in that compartment? The SRM ammo.
Yes, Commander.
Oh man, he is in danger.
Engaging jump jet.
He is in danger.
Engaging target.
I think we can presume that he does not have case, and so an SRM ammo explosion will be the end of his mech. Okay, that was some light damage. Nothing to cry about.
Orders.
Okay, so the commando was stupid enough to stand still, so I think we've got this. I am too close to hit with the PPC here. Ah, that's what it does. It allows me to attack with the PPC at short range. I presume that it also changes the heat output. Let's do it.
Firing all weapons.
Oh, he's going down. Now,
Good to go.
let's put an end to this. Get the SRM ammo. Oh!
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Jesus. Okay, so even though it says that the core was destroyed, that's like a mismessage. It just means you actually damaged it. So we damaged the engine and we damaged the core. The gyro is also being critically damaged. Here we go, look. Engine critical 1. Hit for 15 heat per turn. Phone? Prone. Phone? Is he on his mobile while he's fighting me? God, no wonder he's so bad. Put your phone away, McWarrior.
On my way. All weapons are go.
Ooh, that's gonna be it. No?
Yes, Commander.
I'm surprised he's not panicking.
Locking on.
Ah, just finish him. We'll deal with the commando next turn. Oof. Okay, some very minor structural damage.
My armor.
What's in that section? Ooh, the SRM ammo is in there.
What's up, boss?
That's that is not good. 55% chance to hit with both of those. What is the odds of a melee hit? For some reason I can only get the side angle, but it's 70%. I think I'd probably be better off using the lasers. Roads. That's road? Man, there's like some some anomalies on some of the maps that are highlighted by mods.
On my way. Lock it on.
Oh, beautiful hits. Oh, both sections of the rear are exposed in their entirety.
Receiving you.
Oh.
Firing all weapons.
Oh, nice.
Solid connection, that one.
The PPC misfired and has become damaged. I guess that safety is there for a reason.
What's up, boss?
I don't know if that will fix itself over time or whether that's the weapon disabled for the rest of the fight. But that is okay.
Putting one in the back.
Because this boy is nearly done.
Critical hit, Commander.
It seems like the basic panic mod is not working because I'm pretty sure that this guy should now eject. He has no weapons, and he is the last man. That is an automatic ejection in the basic panic
Commander.
mod. So what I will do is I will just double check my installation to make sure that that is installed correctly. I also have better AI installed, so I will double check that, but so far so good. And quite fun.
Lifting off.
It looks like I'm going to have to 100% kill this guy though.
Firing.
He is not going to
Awaiting orders.
he's not going to eject.
Confirmed.
Alright. It looks like the PPC still fires, it's just that I damaged it. So I guess a second misfire would destroy it.
Mission successful.
Nice! Okay, so let's get in the lab. But before we get in the lab, let's also get in the shop. All in all, not bad. AC2. -5 stab damage, +2 evasive pips ignored. That's quite nice. And it does 30 damage as standard. I know it's heavy, but ignoring 2 evasive pips is actually big. So that's interesting, but I don't have any mechs that are heavy enough to really enjoy that. +1 damage, +2 damage variance. So the lost tech in this has been fiddled with to not be so extreme. -2 heat, -1 accuracy. Interesting trade-off. Probably not a good one for the early game. +3 damage, +1 size. So I guess it takes up 2 critical space. That's pretty nice. 6 damage times 5. So 30 damage. 30 damage in 0.5 tons. That's a nice piece of kit. Okay, so I'm going to take the Jenner piece, because the Jenner is a great workhorse light. And I think I'm going to take this extremely rare machine gun, or at least it looks rare. That's pretty beast mode weapon for a light mech. Let's see what else we get. Alright, I got the Irby piece anyway. I got that AC2 as well. That might be an interesting weapon to mount to... hey, Edmund talking about AC2s. But seriously, that might actually be an interesting weapon to mount on something that's a slow sniper like an urban mech. Because an urban mech has got like 2 or 3 ballistic points. Because you can actually load a couple of AC2s onto it. And it's super slow, so it can never brawl because it just can't get close enough to brawl properly. But makes an ideal mech to stick on a hill and snipe. With this 2 evasive pips ignored thing, that's going to be actually pretty consistent damage. And I mean, all you have to do is get a shot into someone's ammo compartment and they're gone. Oh, I'm having fun. This is good. Towards the end of Fury Point, it did get very tedious. The end of the game, the BattleTech end game is pretty tedious. Assaults are too good. Once I have a lance of assaults, I've won the game. Okay, so we gotta get our repairs done. 4 days, okay, that's fine. So changing the armor is very expensive time-wise, but actually just repairing it is totally fine. Now, what would it take to refit this to fit that machine gun instead of this ridiculous amount of jump jets? So, of course, the biggest problem is the support hard points are in the they're in the center torso. There's no space here. Curse it! Curse you, spider! I would need a small gyro. A small gyro would allow me to free up critical space in the center torso to fit the machine gun. Take off a couple of jump jets for the machine gun and maybe a half ton of ammo. But of course, we have the problem that I don't have that kind of equipment available. So, never mind. And I can't really waste the time right now to change the armor profile. Let's have a look at the store. Just start buying Banshee pieces. Do you know what's funny is on 3 parts per mech you can really just skip the game. Like, I could afford to buy this. Right here, right now, I could buy a Centurion. Just buy the 3 pieces and it would be done. Although, I'd probably have to make repairs to it and find an engine for it. 3 parts per mech does actually feel a little bit silly. Okay, we have a plus 10 damage AC2. So that's 40. That's really good for an AC2. But it doesn't have that quite interesting, you know, evasive stripping property that the other one has, which is the main reason why I liked it. Plus 5 damage, 8 shots of ammo. So I guess this is an extended ammo flamer. 1 plus is the extra damage and 1 plus is the extra ammo. That's quite interesting. -1 accuracy, -1 size. So if you need critical space, this is your man. Extended range. That's a standard one. A plus 10 damage medium laser. And it just, there's no drawbacks on this one. I've got to have it.
New weapon systems available.
Oh look, there's another one of these machine guns. Sweet.
New weapon systems available.
I guess it's not that rare. I don't know, I could just be getting lucky here. The ever faithful plus 30 stab damage PPC, that's a good piece of kit. +1 size, +1 evasive pips ignored, that's very nice. It explains here what the firing modes are. Normal, default, safety, disengaged. Enables firing within 90 meters, 15 to 30% chance of damage to the weapon. Obviously weapons can only take 2 crits before they're destroyed, so use sparingly.
New weapon systems available.
I'll have that as well. Ooh, +2 accuracy, SRM4, I'll have that.
New weapon systems available.
Seems like the shops have got much more goodies in them, which is nice. So what is there left to do? What I will do is I will also add.
Orders.
I will change the names of all of these guys to various top Patreon supporters at some point. I'll probably just do that off camera quickly to thank you for your support, guys.
Reporting.
isn't really much I can do with my
Training
pilots
complete.
just yet.
Commander.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Yeah, Commander.
Try and get that gunnery up
Mech warrior
ASAP.
Training complete. Training complete.
Okay. Sweet. So anyway, I still have 4 mechs available. Panther's being repaired. It's not the biggest deal. So I guess next time we will do another mission before we progress any time and try and get repairs done or do any refitting.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Obviously, got to start kicking off the ship upgrades before we advance time. Find ourselves getting those stupid, irritating events. You didn't repair the power, so here's a penalty. Ah, you didn't repair the structure, so here's another penalty.
Quite a step up from the Leopard, isn't it? I've got to hand it to Dr. Murat. This Argo is a hell of a ship.
Okay. Probably need some more pilots at some point.
Good to go.
Waiting for orders.
They're all just
Commander.
completely bog standard pilots.
Commander? Yes, Commander.
The funny part about these MRB
Waiting for
rated
orders.
pilots is that by the time you have the rating to hire them, you've got better pilots, and so you don't need to hire them. So, but that's a base game issue, really.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
Okay, that's it for now. Join me next time where we will continue to play XLRP, and I'm just going to double check that I remembered to install the morale system as well, because that did not seem to be present in the game, and I think that's a big plus. One other thing which I installed as an extra, I installed the raid, but I also installed the navigation computer, which should let me hold down shift and plot routes. Yep. So cool. Thank you, MP Stark, for this. That was my #1 pet hate in the Fury Point campaign, was that you could not plot a route properly, and now you can. I believe Navigation Computer has some other features as well, but I can't remember what they are or how you activate them. Oh, there we go. Control F system search. So you can just like Coro. And look at that. It highlights on the map which systems have got that in the name. Very cool. Alright, that's it for now. I will see you guys next time.